Hey guys, imagine standing on the edge of a legendary island, where for over 2 centuries, explorers, historians, and treasure hunters have risked everything to uncover a secret buried deep beneath the earth. The Curse of Oak Island has captivated audiences with its tales of hidden tunnels, ancient relics, and the tantalizing promise of unimaginable wealth. But in Season 12, Episode 16, something extraordinary happens. A shocking new discovery at 100 feet deep in the money pit sends shockwaves through the team. Could this be the long-lost tunnel that leads to the treasure chamber? And what does a mysterious connection to Spanish silver mean for the history of Oak Island? Buckle up, because we're about to take a deep dive into the biggest revelations yet. The excavation team had one mission: break through the depths of the money pit and reach Aladdin's cave, a cavern suspected to hold vital clues. But at a depth of 100 feet, their equipment hit something unexpected. Not just any tunnel, one that appeared ancient, possibly untouched for centuries. The excitement in the air was electric. Could this be a long-lost passageway, built to transport treasure? The wood showed no signs of modern construction. No metal fasteners, no recent modifications. This tunnel was old. Really old. Rick Lagina, overcome with curiosity, couldn't contain himself. This could be the most important discovery in Oak Island's history. And he wasn't exaggerating. If this tunnel predates previous expeditions, it means one thing: whoever built it was there before modern treasure hunters. That's the kind of revelation that changes everything. But the surprises didn't stop there. As the team continued their dig, they unearthed something even more mysterious: evidence of Spanish silver. Now, let's take a step back. There have long been rumors that Oak Island holds Spanish treasure, possibly linked to 17th century explorers or even pirates. Sir William Phips, a famous English adventurer, was known to have salvaged a vast cache of Spanish silver from a sunken galleon in 1687. Some believe he may have hidden part of that fortune right here on Oak Island. But there's more. Anthony Graves, a 19th century landowner on the island, was rumored to have paid for supplies using Spanish coins. If the coins weren't his, where did he find them? Could he have secretly uncovered part of the treasure and kept it hidden all these years? This new discovery of Spanish silver evidence is a direct link to those very rumors. If the team can trace its origins, they might be closer than ever to proving that a vast treasure truly exists beneath Oak Island. The discovery of the tunnel raised one of the most important questions in Oak Island history: where does it lead? The Oak Island team immediately began theorizing. Was this tunnel an escape route for whoever buried the treasure, leading them to a secret entrance? Or was it part of a sophisticated booby trap system, designed to flood the money pit and keep treasure hunters away? One thing was certain: if this tunnel was part of the original deposit, it meant the treasure could be even deeper than expected. With evidence pointing towards 145 feet as the depth of Aladdin's cave, this tunnel at 100 feet could be just the beginning. Meanwhile, in another part of the island, another team was making a shocking discovery. On Lot 5, the archaeologists uncovered bricks that dated back to the 1600s. This was huge. The bricks were similar to those found in Smith's Cove and in the swamp, suggesting a connection between multiple sites on the island. Could this mean that these locations were all part of a single, coordinated effort, perhaps by the same group that built the money pit? Even more intriguing, the bricks appeared to come from a 17th century brick kiln, meaning whoever placed them there was active on Oak Island hundreds of years ago. Could this be further evidence that the Spanish, or someone equally powerful, had established a base on the island long before modern treasure hunters arrived? With all these discoveries, an ancient tunnel, Spanish silver evidence, and 17th century construction materials, the Oak Island team was faced with one overwhelming reality: they were closer than ever to solving the mystery. But how close? The team now had a clear path forward. First, they needed to map out the mysterious tunnel and determine its direction. If it led toward Aladdin's cave, they might be on the brink of uncovering something huge. Second, they had to analyze the bricks and compare them to known historical structures. If a connection to the Spanish, or even the Templars, could be established, it would rewrite Oak Island history. And finally, there was the question of the vault. Could there be more than one? If Anthony Graves had discovered part of the treasure and moved it elsewhere, the team might need to rethink their entire approach. The Curse of Oak Island has had its share of disappointments: collapsed tunnels, flooded shafts, and false leads. But this time, things feel different. A tunnel 100 feet deep, pointing toward the money pit. Evidence of Spanish silver. Bricks from the 1600s. The pieces are finally starting to come together. So what's next? Will the tunnel lead them straight to the treasure chamber? Could they finally uncover gold, silver, or even priceless artifacts hidden for centuries? Or is there still another twist waiting beneath the island? One thing is certain, this is a season of discoveries. And if history has taught us anything, it's that Oak Island always has one more secret waiting to be revealed. With each passing day, the Oak Island team grows more determined. The discovery of a 100-foot deep tunnel has turned their excavation into one of the most exciting in recent history. But as they dig deeper, new challenges arise. Could this tunnel be a trap? A diversion meant to mislead searchers? Experts on the team begin analyzing the wood structure, testing for age and origin. The lack of metal fasteners suggests a much older construction technique, possibly dating back centuries. If the tunnel was part of an original deposit system, it could mean the treasure was placed even deeper, or worse, intentionally moved by those who buried it. But what if this tunnel was designed to protect something? The Oak Island legend has long spoken of booby traps, flood tunnels, shifting sand, even ancient engineering marvels designed to keep the treasure hidden. The presence of this tunnel so close to the money pit might be more than just coincidence. Meanwhile, another major discovery is unfolding in the swamp. The slate vault, previously uncovered, had raised eyebrows when bricks dating back to the 1600s were found near it. Now, new tests suggest that the bricks in different locations across the island share a similar composition, meaning they likely came from the same source. Why does this matter? It hints at a single group of builders, possibly Spanish explorers, Templar Knights, or another secretive group with knowledge of Oak Island's underground structures. If the same materials were used at Smith's Cove, Lot 5, and the Money Pit, then all of these locations could be connected in a way the team hadn't realized before. The swamp has always been a place of mystery. Could it contain another hidden chamber, separate from the Money Pit? If so, Anthony Graves' rumored use of Spanish coins might not be a coincidence. He could have found something the world has yet to see. The idea that Spanish treasure made its way to Oak Island isn't new, but finding real scientific evidence of Spanish silver changes everything. The team is now working to determine where the silver came from. If they can connect it to a specific time period, like the lost treasure of the Spanish galleon of 1687, it would confirm that real treasure was indeed buried on the island. But here's the catch: silver doesn't just appear in the soil naturally. It had to have been placed there. Theories swirl among the team. Did Sir William Phipps, who was known to have recovered Spanish silver, hide some of his fortune here? Was it pirates? Or could it have been secret societies, moving wealth in ways history books never recorded? One thing is certain, the silver isn't just a rumor anymore. It's real. And it might just be the key to unlocking the entire mystery. Now that the team has breached a tunnel at 100 feet, they have a critical decision to make. Do they follow the tunnel, or do they keep digging straight down? Both options carry risks. If they explore the tunnel, they could discover a new chamber, but they also risk collapsing a fragile structure that might be their best lead yet. On the other hand, continuing straight down could lead them to Aladdin's cave at 145 feet, but if the tunnel is part of a larger underground network, they could be missing something vital. This is the kind of decision that could change the entire course of the excavation. For now, the team decides to carefully map the tunnel, using high-tech scanning equipment to determine its direction. If it leads toward the supposed treasure chamber, they'll have their best chance yet at finding what so many before them have failed to locate. No Oak Island episode would be complete without a dose of mystery beyond just treasure hunting. As the dig continues, strange occurrences begin to take place. Equipment fails unexpectedly. Unexplained readings appear on their instruments. Some team members even report an unsettling feeling near the newly discovered tunnel. Is this just coincidence? Or is the famous curse of Oak Island making its presence known? The legend states that 7 people must die before the treasure is revealed, and so far, 6 have. Could this mean that the final discovery is near? While the team remains focused on the science, they can't help but acknowledge that something about this island feels different. Whether it's superstition or something more, Oak Island has always had an air of mystery that defies explanation. With all the new information in hand, the team is ready to make their next move. The discoveries so far, a 100-foot deep tunnel, Spanish silver, 17th century bricks, and connections between multiple sites on the island, are the strongest evidence yet that something valuable lies beneath the surface. With funding and resources always a concern, every dig must be strategic. The team knows they might be on the brink of the most important discovery in Oak Island history. If the tunnel leads them to treasure, it will be a moment that redefines what we know about the island, and potentially, world history itself. So, after 12 seasons of searching, could the Lagina brothers and their team finally be on the verge of solving Oak Island's greatest mystery? The evidence is stacking up. A long-hidden tunnel. Signs of Spanish wealth. Ancient construction materials scattered across the island. It all points to one undeniable fact: someone went to great lengths to hide something here. The team is closer than ever, but as always, Oak Island has a way of keeping its secrets hidden until the very last moment. The next steps could change everything. What do you think? Will the team finally uncover the legendary treasure of Oak Island? Could the tunnel lead to gold, silver, or even something more shocking? Drop your theories in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss what happens next.